Welcome everybody! I am Crash2525 and I'm in a very precarious position at the moment. I'm afraid of falling. I don't want to die. So yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Let's Play. In the last one, we built some things over in that direction and a thing in that direction. And yeah, we did it. I don't want to fall. Let me get out of this silly view. In this silly view. So yeah, you're probably wondering why I am in such a precarious position. That was scripted, don't worry. I planned it. Don't worry about me. So I bet you're all wondering why I was in that very strange position, way on top of this giant gorge. Well, I had an idea. I had a little bit of a brain blast. But I kind of want to be up at the surface when I tell you. Try to do this as quick as possible. And we're free. Alright, so in the last episode, like I said, we built this thing over here, and if you didn't watch it, it is a little crop farm. You put bone meal in here, you start right-clicking here, and the seeds get planted, and it makes things, and that's loud. But the problem is, I don't have much bone meal to put into these. And why is that? Because I am low on my bone intake. And why is that, you ask? It's because I do not have a mob farm. I have a zombie spawner, but zombies do not give you bones. Skeletons give you bones. And so I need a mob farm. Now, you may remember if you watched last season, I built, a big one up in the sky. And it was wonderful, and it looked like a mushroom growing out of a house. I don't want to do that again. So instead of making a giant box in the sky, I'm going to make a giant box in the ground. So I was like, aw man, but I gotta dig a big hole, and I gotta make it, work. But, hole. So in short, I've measured it out. I'm gonna put a mob farm down here, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be wonderful, and it's going to be fantastic. So I measured it out. Like I said, it's just going to be like a multi-floor design, with each floor being 3 tall. I've measured it out from that bottom there, like that bottom, not in the hole, from the bottom all the way up to the surface. It would be 8 floors, which is, I think, a reasonable amount. And I measured it out, like, from that corner to where that corner would be if those blocks weren't there. And it's 10 by 10, so I could expand it in each direction by 1, and it would be a nice 12 by 12. So, like, behind this block to a bit back there. And it would be a 12 by 12 with a 2 by 2 shaft going up, send the mobs all the way up, and then bring them down, and then we can kill them. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I might actually just have a pit in the middle, bring them down, and then over and then up, and then have a possibility of a drowning trap. I might do that. Now, the more I think of it, the more I have better ideas, so I don't know. I'm going to toy around with this idea for a little bit, and I'm going to come back whenever I have some progress. So, yeah, I'll see you in a sec. Alright, look at this whole thing that we have made. Well, that I've made anyway. So, this is, I think, going to be the size that I want to go for. So, the tube in the middle will be here. It'll be just a 2 by 2. I guess that means, well, the spawn platforms for sure are going to be very small because it's only going to be like a 5 by 5. So it's going to be 25 blocks times 100 spawning spaces per floor, which isn't bad, in idea, but at the same time, they're going to be, actually, I don't know if I even want to do that. I might just do water sources or dispensers in the corners, and then put water in them and then just have a flushing system. That might work better. I don't know, but frankly, I do not want to have, channels going through, because then with the way I'm going to lay out these floors, they won't be able to step into the layers because there'll be a block in their face. So I've also done the calculations. It's 21 blocks all the way down to this level, not this hole. So that means 7 floors of 3. 7 times 100 would be, 700, obviously. Plus, if we're not going to do the channels, an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So these would only be. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, okay. So 5 times the 20 extra onto each floor, 120 times 7. You get the idea. It's not as efficient and it's not as big as it could be, but I'm not really concerned about it. And I kind of wanted to keep that looking natural, the way it looks up there. And I kind of want to go up and have a look. I have to go up there anyway to get rid of some of these materials. This is what I got from digging this hole. So yeah, I'm just going to go up there real quick and take a look at it and start planning out how I'm going to do the walls and stuff. So I'll be back with you in just a second. So I was coming out of here and accidentally got some water dripping in, and I just wanted to show you this because that looks really cool. I don't know what it is about it. I was initially angry because all my torches got knocked out, but just watching that, I don't know. There's something therapeutic about it. I just wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I have to put back all these torches now, but other than that, I'm just gonna redo this design anyway. So alright, so let's go up and see what this looks like from up top. I didn't do this staircase too big. I kind of wish I had mined it one more block, but doesn't matter. But yeah, right here there was 2 water sources just going right there, so I had to remove that. But yeah, as you can see, it still looks like a natural hole. Is just a giant square down the center. I haven't decided yet if I want to put glass going to the first floor with a giant dome over it, or whether I'm just going to cover it up. I don't really know yet. So anywho, I don't really remember what I was talking about because I got interrupted by a phone call. And honestly, I don't really care because I was probably just rambling on about something unimportant that I could just show you rather than talking about. So, with that said, I'm just going to build it. I'm probably going to do it in a time-lapse because I haven't done a time-lapse in a while. Well, a full time-lapse, not that sand digging thing. So, yeah, I'm just going to get building on that and see how it goes. So, yeah. Let's do it. And that's about as far as I could get, unfortunately. So the main problem I'm having is a lack of wood, funny enough. I've been growing the 2x2 spruce trees, and that's been getting me a lot, but this is a lot of ground to cover. I stopped it right about there. You can see the dividing line there. I stopped it there because I'm going to put a room right here where the mobs are going to come back into, and I can either kill them or just have them fall to their death. I'm probably just going to keep it on an AFK mode, though, where they don't take too much damage. I'm just going to slash away at them. So, yeah, this is as far as I've gotten, but let me explain the premise of this real quick. So, when the mobs spawn, they will, there'll be a layer right here so Endermen don't spawn. But all the mobs that are, one wide, like spiders, can spawn, but they won't be able to fall down unless they fall here. So everything that is, one by two, like the player, will think, oh, look, some trapdoors, let me just walk across, except they will be open, so they'll just fall to their death. And the reason this works is because when mobs see a block, like a trapdoor, they automatically see it in the upright state. That's not exactly how it happens, but just for argument's sake, this is what happens. For anybody with a little more of a technical mind, they see it as a full block that's occupying a space, so they walk across it. And obviously they can't just jump across like I can, so they'll just fall into a pit. I'm probably going to put water down there and then just funnel them upwards into a killing chamber. Now, don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet, but I'm probably going to have a switch to turn off and on like a drowning trap, so I can just have an automatic drop mode, so it can just run passively. I'm going to put a roof, like I said, right about here, but I am probably going to put a staircase leading into it so you can see the layers. I don't know though. I really don't. It's going to be really dark no matter what, so I mean, it's whatever, I guess. So yeah, that's the premise of the farm, and as you can see, once again, I'm really running low on wood, so, But I hope you liked the time-lapse that was done just with a simple camera account up. I was tempted to try and do the replay mod again because it is out for the newest version of Minecraft, but I was just like, nah, I'll just have it from one angle, it'll be fine. So hopefully you enjoyed it. It might have been a little long. I don't know. I haven't edited it yet. I haven't gone through and made it. So, yeah. Currently, I'm just gonna go and get some more wood because I'm completely out at the moment. So I'm gonna refill my supply, and yeah, and then I'll probably come back to you with some sort of update. So yeah, see you in a sec. So, I don't think I've really mentioned it yet at all, but we are in a new version of Minecraft, and I didn't really think to show it off until now, but you may be wondering, what the heck are you doing? What is this thing? Where is this place? Why are you just sitting there? Well, we are in Minecraft 1.12, and 1.12 brings with it new blocks, one of which is concrete powder and concrete. Now the way to turn one into the other is by putting it next to water. And this simple little box, when you just stand at it and face the side of the block and hold down left and right mouse button, it gets you concrete. And you get a whole stack if I can find that other block that disappeared somehow. So that's the thing about this, is that they just kind of fly everywhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they just sort of fly everywhere whenever you use this farm. So if you guys are going to do it, be careful. But it's just pretty simple. It's just a box with little water source and a piece of obsidian, or a like you could use a piece of wood. I just used obsidian to be safe. Just something that a pickaxe won't mine too quickly. And then you just hold down, make sure you're looking at the side of the block, hold down the place, and then hold down break. And you just go, and you let it go until you're out of blocks, and then it gets you concrete. Now you might be wondering, why am I making a lot of concrete, other than to show us this works? Well, I was thinking, since this is 1.12 now, and I have new blocks that I can use, I might make the top room out of black concrete, so that everything looks dark and mysterious. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to go through with that idea. And do I have everything? Yeah, I do. And I might just make the entire room really dark and gloomy and scary. So I don't know where I'm going to do the entrance though. So I guess I'm just going to start putting some blocks down. And I also had the realization that I have enough trapdoors and stone slabs for another layer, so I might go down there and do another layer, but I'm not sure. So as for right now, I'm just gonna start placing some blocks. So see you in a this is the wrong place. Alright guys, just a quick update to say that I'm starting to work on the decorations for this room up here, and I'm kind of liking this. I am. I tried it with the lighter. It's kind of like a little lighter than the stone color, and it didn't work too well. I don't know what it was. I like this better. But also I have finished the tube going all the way down to the bottom, or the water funnel rather, so that the mobs will be able to come up. I took out almost all the lights down here except for these two. So now mobs should be able to spawn. And I've tested this with my own body. They'll just swim through here. They'll bob up like that and then jump into this, much like they do in the zombie spawner. And they'll just kind of float up. And right now I'm working on this killing chamber right here. Don't know exactly how I want to do it yet, but I am going to add a drowning trap, so I need to go get some pistons and stuff. So yeah, just quick update, and I'll be back when I have more progress to show you. Alright, see you in a sec. And I'm back, and I have completed the inside of this room. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I didn't think it would turn out looking this good. The glowstone definitely helped in here. But on to the mechanics, because I have finished that as well. So what happens is they'll come from all the way down below. They'll come up this water tube. And there's two separate modes that I've set up with redstone. A manual kill, which is the XP grinding mode where you just sit here and whack away at them. Or the automatic drops, which this creeper is having the unfortunate time experiencing. Well, not quite experiencing yet. They go up into that water stream and they just they drown and they die, and they put their drops in here. Now a lot of this is just my storages of these items. It's not necessarily from them, but I have gotten quite a lot of oh, you see, there he goes, he's drowning, he's gonna die. But yeah, so it's pretty simple how this works. You just have a switch hooked up to two pistons where that is, and when I open it up, they just come through a little water stream here and they fall down. And I have this little gap here because of the XP that'll come through. I'm debating whether or not I want to put some slabs or some stairs in here, but I haven't decided yet. So that's the inside of this room, and if we just carve away these two blocks, I still have the staircase down for maintenance. But yeah, pretty much done. So the only thing left then that we have to do is deal with up here, because I don't want to just sit here like this and just have it, you know, a big glowstone circle on some black. So we need to redo it and revamp this area, and I had an amazing idea. Since this is over a mob farm and it's about, monsters and death and destruction and getting loot from undead creatures, why don't we make this a graveyard? I had the idea and I'm just like, I have to do this. This would be so awesome. It'll be such a missed opportunity if I don't. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take out my ender chest and take out some shears. And the second thing I'm going to do is take out all the leaves on that tree so it's all dead and withered and decayed. I may or may not throw some spider web up there just to make it look real creepy. I don't know. I might even put like some animal on a lead up there. I'm not really sure. But I guess the only way to find out what'll look good is if we go up and shear it. So yeah, I'm going to do that and be back in a sec. And here's the grand reveal. Whoa. It's not as impressive as I thought it was going to be, but at the same time, I don't really want to fix it because it's the tree, and I really want to keep this tree. This tree is special to me because it's big. So that's going to be our dead tree, and I guess the only thing now is it's a cemetery. We can't have all this color. This is sacrilege or something of the sort relating to that. Maybe, I don't know. So I'm just going to clear out all these flowers, put in some like coarse dirt and some, I don't know, some stone bricks everywhere. Make it really trodden and bare and sad looking. And then we're gonna be done, I guess, once we finish decorating everything. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that, and then I'll be back with you in a second. As the moon rises, we see our poor innocent heroes land themselves upon the graveyard of the end, or something. I'm not really sure what it is. Yeah, so hopefully you heard that. Here it is. I'm done. We did it. It's nothing much. It's just a little dingy graveyard. I actually, I did a clip during the day and it didn't look nearly as good. So I had to delete it. What's back here? Is there like a torch? Yeah. I don't know whether that looked good or not. I might put that back, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that back for that little bit of backwards glow. Yeah. A little bit of ambiance. It's like, why is that mausoleum glowing? Alright, so yeah, this is basically it. I didn't really edit the tree much, like I said, but one thing I do want to show you is that I added this like little branch breaking through the base of this. I think it adds like a lot of character. I'm really happy with how this looks. But yeah, I just made a couple of gravestones, add some arbitrary signs, rest in peace, here lies Jerry, nobody liked him anyway, here lies Stimpy, nobody knew him. I do feel kind of bad for putting those there, but at the same time, nobody's buried there, so it's fine. I do need to remove these, which I'll actually do right now. Oh, that takes away a little bit of light from there, too. Dang. Oh, well. I guess it's whatever. You do what you can, and I should have made that jump. Hello. Thank you. But yeah, I think with that, we're about done. But yeah, I just coated up the entrance to look like a mausoleum, and then you can come down here and see all the baddies dying. Even though there's none so far. I'm going to switch that into the XP mode just so I can repair some of my tools. But yeah, other than that, I think we're done. So if you liked the video, please leave a like. It lets me know that you guys are enjoying the content. It makes me feel good about myself. If you never want to miss another episode, hit the I did it again. I almost said describe button. So hit the subscribe button so that you get notified when stuff comes out. Also, hit the bell of notifications so that you always know exactly when they come out, just in case it doesn't show up in your sub box. And if you have any friends that you think might like the show or whatever, share it around. There's a bunch of different facets. Oh, I just broke that. I should stop doing that. But yeah. So that never happened. And I guess I don't have anything else to say, so goodbye, everybody.